Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be at. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be at. I want to do a video real quick talking about the Dominican Republic, a country that I've been to a gazillion times, and a country that I will continue to go to. I've said this before that the DR is one of those countries that I've been to multiple times. There's two or three countries that I have been to 10 plus times. One of them is the Dominican Republic, one of them is Thailand, and I've been to Dubai quite a few times as well, the UAE. Let me go over some do's and don'ts when traveling to the Dominican Republic. Let me go over some do's and don'ts when traveling to the Dominican Republic. Let's start off with the don'ts. All right, when I first started going to the DR, people was like, "Hey, don't have your phone outside." I remember I was in some part of the DR, I had an iPad. Walking outside, young lady was like, "Hey, you don't want to carry this iPad outside. They're gonna rob you." One of the first things that I heard when I started going to the DR, and that I even hear on socials, is don't have your phones, don't have your electronics. I personally have walked outside with my phone in my hand. Matter of fact, everywhere I am going, I am walking outside with my phone in my hand. That's just what I've done. I just did it over the past 30 days, 45 days in Punta Cana. I did it in Sosua. I did it in Santiago. I always have my phone in my hand. But what I don't suggest you do with your phone is have your phone in your hand uh, around roadways. If you're walking on the sidewalk near the street and the street is to your left, do not have your phone in your left hand. Uh, just be careful and be aware of your surroundings with regards to your phone. Because if you make yourself an easy target, you will be a target. But let's be honest with yourselves. 9 times out of 10, people have phones on them. Most people that you see walking down the street has a phone on them. Whether they have it out the way I have it out or they have it in their pocket, 9 times out of 10 they have a phone. So don't make yourself an easy target. Having your phone out so someone can ride past and snatch it, it's making yourself an easy target. But if someone wanted to take a phone out of somebody's pocket, they can stop anybody on the street and get a phone. Just don't make it easy for them. But a lot of people have told me don't have your phone out in the DR. I've done it. I did it. I will continue to do it. I have not had any issues. I'll go to the next don't. Uh, Sosua is known for, what's the word I'm looking for? Sosua is known for a lot of women who are selling their bodies, and I'm not knocking it. It's legal in some places, in Europe, in the Netherlands, and various other countries in Europe. It's legal. Women pay taxes. Selling their bodies is a job. But in places like Sosua, especially, uh, and Punta Cana coming in second, you're not going to find a wife. You're not going to find a girlfriend. Even going on Tinder and swiping, a lot of these women are there for making money. They're not there for relationships. They're not there for dating. They're not there for anything serious. 90 some percent of them are not there for anything serious. So when you go to these places, don't get attached. Don't fall in love. Don't catch feelings. Don't let her physical appearance blind you to the fact that what she does for a living is sell her body. And this is a judgment-free zone. I don't care what a woman does with her body, but just be cautious. When I was in Santiago, I met a woman off a Tinder app, and we went out on a date. She actually After the date, we went off to see some monument in Santiago. You know, she had a car. She drove. After that, you know, got in a car. She drove me to a restaurant. She was driving me all around Santiago. We were talking about meeting again. We were talking about this, that, and the third. I could not find that in Sosua. I could not find that in Punta Cana. Me and this young lady, you know, we was every morning. She was texting me, "Good morning, good morning, good morning." And what I love about this particular individual is she was showing interest, not interest in my pockets, my bank account, making money. She was showing interest in getting to know me. Tell me about yourself. What do you do for work? What are you looking for? When am I gonna see you again? When are you free? But I said that to say that don't get attached. And I'm not saying there are not women in other parts of the DR that are not selling themselves, but I'm just saying in Sosua and Punta Cana specifically, don't get attached. Knowing what you're going there for, take advantage of that if that's what you're going there for, and don't catch feelings. All right, my number three don't have your real number. You can get two WhatsApps. If you have WhatsApp, you can get WhatsApp Business. If you have WhatsApp Business, you can get a regular WhatsApp. And you can get some of these apps. You can just go to the app store and put in second phone number, dual phone, WhatsApp phone number, whatever the case may be, and you can pay for a second phone number. And this is a travel hack. This is a hustle hack. This is a life hack. Get you a second phone number. 95% of the people that I meet outside of work have a fake number. I'm going to repeat that again. 95% of the people I meet outside of work have a fake number. They have a number that I bought. They have a number that will make it impossible for you to find me, impossible for you to track me, impossible for you to look for me. If I block you, if I delete that WhatsApp, your way of getting in contact with me has just diminished. And that brings me to my next point. Don't give these people your real name. I am allergic to giving someone my real name. It's just not something that I like to do. It's just not something that I pride myself in doing. Outside of work, outside of family, you are 99.9% of the time getting a fake name. You can ask any of the women that I've been with, especially the last clown, you are going to get that fake name. If I think it's getting serious, I might tell you my real name. But I know that one individual, not the last clown that I was with, I went to work. You know, when she was off and on living in my apartment, she had a key. It was cool. You know, we was in a relationship, kind of serious relationship at that. So I went to work one day. She was at home. She started cleaning up. She started cleaning up my apartment. What she did do, right? I'm gonna give her credit. I'm not gonna sit here and say she was going through my stuff, but she started cleaning up. You know, reading papers, names, addresses, home address, middle name, birthday, reading all sorts of stuff. You know, I said that to say, be cautious of your surroundings. Don't leave your passport out. Don't leave your ID out. Matter of fact, when I travel, I don't even carry my ID. I only carry my passport. Don't leave credit cards out, debit cards out, licenses, whatever that you carry that has your name, your birth date, your social security number, your home address, any identifying information, don't leave that out. Because you might fall asleep. You might get drunk. You may be knocked out. You may be intoxicated. You may be doggone near unconscious. And she might not be. That's the prime time for her to go through your stuff. That's the prime time for her to go through your pockets. That's the prime time for her to go through your bag. And get your identification. Get your name. Get your personal information. But most importantly, most of these women that you meet in foreign countries really care about your money, your valuables. That brings me to my next point. Don't have valuables out. Don't leave valuables out. I am trying to stop drinking. I'm not saying I'm never going to have another drink another day in my life. I'm not saying that. but I am trying to stop drinking. I'm doing a pretty decent job. Pretty decent job, right? So I said that to say, don't leave valuables out. There's been men in various countries who have been victimized by leaving valuables out. Laptops, phones. People have even had their passports stolen. Be conscious of what you have. Lock it up. Put it in a bag. Put it in your. I used to do that. Put it in your luggage. Because guess what? If you put it in your book bag, your carry-on bag, your lap bag, your shoulder bag, and you put a lock on it, which I've done, you're right. They're probably going to have a hard time getting in your bag without using that knife that's in the kitchen. Most bags you can open with a knife. You just got to punch a hole through it with a knife in the kitchen. Most places have knives, pocket knives, lighters, right? And let's say you don't, right? Okay, your bag is locked. You have a lock on it. You got your laptop, your phones, and they're safe, right? Okay, they just can't take your bag. They just can't take your whole bag. That's why try not to get too drunk around females. And that brings me to my next point. Do not get too drunk around these females, right? You are pretty safe 50-50 in a club, right? When a bartender passes you a drink, right, 9 times out of 10, that bartender is not trying to pass you any of that sprinkle. 9 times out of 10, that bartender is not trying to see you unconscious. 9 times out of 10, that bartender has no negative intentions with bringing you that drink. So from that bartender's hands to your hands, you are pretty safe. Now, what you have to worry about when drinking, just not in the DR, in any place, is from the moment you get that drink, people around you, people bumping into you, leaving your drink out of your sight, turning your head and your drinks on the table. You have to worry about these things because I've seen videos, and there's been various people who have been drugged in clubs, bars, lounges, right? And 9 times out of 10, when I go out, or when I used to go out, if you go back to my old videos, every time I went out, I bought a bottle, right? I'm buying a brand new bottle. I'm in a table. I'm in a section. That's how I used to roll. Go to my Columbia videos. Well, I used to go to Columbia a lot. I bought bottles. I'm in a section by myself. So there is no accidental, you drop something in my drink. I'm over there by myself. And if you just so happen to be over there with me, it's just me and you over there. There is no someone bumps into me, I look this way, and a person that way drops something in my drink. Because people run in teams. So don't leave your drinks unattended. Be cautious of your drinks. What's going inside of your drink, the top of your drink, covered up with a napkin, your hand. If you got to go to the bathroom, take your drink with you. I've taken my drink personally with me to the bathroom. I've gave my drink. Matter of fact, I did it 2 or 3 months ago. I went out, so I gave my drink to the person monitoring the bathrooms, wanting that tip or that payment before you go into the bathroom. I have personally done that. So don't fall victim to having things put in your drink. Dues. Here's some dues. Here's some dues when traveling, but specifically to the DR. Do get on Tinder. Can you go to the clubs, the bars, the lounges, the restaurants down the street, the grocery stores, the banks, the bakeries, and find a woman? Probably. But what is easier for me traveling and going to various countries is just getting on Tinder. I can swipe. Swipe all day, all night. Boost my profile all day, all night. I'm going to get some hits. You're going to get some hits. I might not get the ones I want to get hits on. You might not get the ones you want to get hits on, but you're going to get some hits. So do use Tinder to your advantage. I know back in the day I used Dominican Cupid. I haven't been on it in a while. When I go back to the DR, I might get on it just to, survey the land again. But I've met women off Dominican Cupid. I've met women on Tinder. They are out there, so do utilize Tinder uh, while you're in the DR. Do get a translator app. People say Google Translate. There's 20,000 more translate apps out there. Google Translate is probably the most popular one, but there are other translator apps out there. Do get some form of translator app if you are not fluent in Espanol. Because there's some women that you're going to meet, and I've been on dates with women that spoke two words of English. They didn't speak English. Hello, hi, goodbye, though. Don't count that. I've been on dates with women and we passing the phone back and forth trying to communicate. That's cool. I understand that she doesn't speak English and she understands that I don't speak Spanish, but we're still interested to get to know one another. So do have some form of translator app on your phone. Do get a SIM from the airport. I'm going to repeat that. Do get a SIM from the airport. I have two phones. One phone has a T-Mobile plan. It has an international plan. Yes, it does. It works in the DR. It works in 100 other countries. Yes, it does. But that data is going to go fast. That data is going to go fast. Trust me. YouTube, Instagram, Tinder, whatever app you're using is going to suck up that data. Do download apps. Uber. There's another app that I'm probably going to go over maybe now. Let me see if it's still on my phone. I don't see it. I might have to look for it. But do download applications, transportation applications, so that you are able to get around if you're not renting a vehicle. But most importantly, guys, gals, do have fun. Do enjoy yourself. Do see the beaches. Whatever you are into, it's there. Questions, comments, concerns, hit me up. Until next